Dear future husband, so here I am. Here I am. Now, my tongue slips seem to happen very, very often when I'm sending love letters to you. I wonder why. So here I am once again from the car with kind of shitty lighting again. Let's just hope the angle stays somewhat in place. Cause you know your angles are off, or if the camera is shaky and shit like that. When YouTube's artificial intelligence itself can tell you, we think your video is shaky. Would you like us to fix it? So yeah, that's when it's bad. So I'm hoping this is slightly better. I just haven't had the chance to record another video, another love letter when I'm at home, where with sunlight and natural lighting and all of these things. So I'm having to resort to car lighting and car sounds and being in the car and turning off the aircon, because I don't know if that helps. I think it helps. If not, I'm gonna sweat and die. Yeah. So I think what I was thinking about today is that I wanted to ask you, what did you want to be as a kid? Was there some inkling of something you wanted to do, something you wanted to be? I'm pretty sure my neighbors are going to think I'm mad. Let's just hope none of them see me or notice me. But in the event they do, hello! So, what I'm trying to say is, I think my neighbors officially think I'm mad. The guy kind of look cute though. At least I think he's cute. So. I mean, never mind. I mean, I'd bang him, I guess, but he's not you. See how I did it? So, yeah, like what I wanted to say is, was there something you wanted to be as a kid? And I think the reason why I felt like asking this question is because I'm doing a lot of things nowadays. Apart from working as a barista, I've got this web series where I'm sending out love letters to you. I'm working on some really cool passion projects, which all of the links are down below. But I think what I'm trying to say is that, so I'm doing all of these things and I'm actually transitioning, like I'm moving from my barista job to something else. So I'm just doing all kinds of different things, just figuring out what works for me, figuring out what I love, figuring out where my true passion and interest and excitement comes in and where it's from. And there are these moments of like doubt and fear and uncertainty, and I suppose it comes with being self-employed and being an entrepreneur, and I know all of that because I felt it in various forms. But this is the first time I'm truly going at it all alone, in the sense that I've got some assistance, I've got some guidance, but it's really just me carving my path out and figuring things out and just getting things going. It's tiring, babe. Like, no joke. It's just taking a lot out of me, and sometimes there's, and it's bringing up some demons. Let's be really honest. It's bringing up some self-doubt. It's bringing up some uncertainty. It's bringing up lots and lots of fear and nervousness and anxiety. Whew. But I love what I do. That's the best part. When I sometimes the work is hard and the effort, it takes a lot out of me. But when I see the end result, when I see it up there, out in the universe, I just want to break down, because it's so beautiful and I love it, and it's my art, it's my craft. So I think the reason why I'm asking that question is because I'm curious, what did you want to be as a kid? Like, where was your passion? Because when I look back, right, at my passion, it was so, I cannot believe I didn't notice it. It's so obvious how much I love telling stories. Like, I've noticed it. Like, I started talking when I was 9 months old. I started talking at 9 months old, and I've not stopped since. It's probably going to be my punchlines when I meet you. Hi, my name is Dhinesh. I started talking at 9 months old, and I've not stopped since. Can I talk to you? How is that? I'm mad, and I'm sleepy, and I'm tired. But I love you, so this is love coming for you. So yeah, that's my question. I'd really like to know. Shit, I'm doing it again with the whole shaky video thing. Oh, I'm sorry, YouTube. But yeah, and so yeah, that's what. Because like I think it's so obvious how much I wanted to be a storyteller. It's so obvious how much I love telling stories. Since I was young, I've ever since I started talking, one of the most clearest examples of it is when my dad was going to do his masters in the UK. Me and my mom went along, and before I left, you see, I was the eldest grandson for about 5 years. Um, for my maternal grandparents, I was the first grandchild. And I was the only one. I was the baby. I was the star of the family. So, and my grandmother loved me. She still loves me, right? But, so I was the star of the family. And she recorded this little, cassette tape then of me talking, and she's asking me questions and stuff like that just before I left, so that, she missed me, she could play it. And that's so sweet, and it still exists to this day. I would love to find out where it is, because I'd love to keep it, I want to share with it one day with you. But so yeah, I was just telling stories after stories after stories, and it's so bloody obvious. I used to be the one who creates stories for our cousins to play, imaginary worlds, imaginary characters, imaginary fantasy and situations, and I used to do that. I was in acting. I fell into it by accident. I was in so many storytelling competitions. I was in debate competitions. I wrote my own plays. I wrote my own stories. I mean, how obvious can you get, right? But just on like storytelling competitions, like I was in debate competitions, except for one debate where they removed me for some reason, and then they sent me for a storytelling competition. Can you beat that? I'm in the debate team, and they're like, we're gonna replace you with somebody else because we want you to represent the school in public speaking and storytelling. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, I couldn't get it then, but now looking back, I'm like, dude, so bloody obvious storytelling. But I used to win debate competitions by my storytelling abilities. In fact, I think I got that A in business law because of my storytelling abilities. Because I was so able to just, tell stories and all that to present my case as a lawyer, as a business lawyer. And I don't know why I'm burping. I'm so glad I ate though. Have you eaten? I don't know what time it is now for you. But I hope you've eaten. It's like 11 o'clock at night now. I've eaten. I just ate. Yeah. But yeah, so I think for me, it was so obviously storytelling. The idea of telling stories like how I'm doing it with you, and everything that I'm doing now, it's so obvious. So for me, when I think back, I notice how much storytelling is. So when I have these moments where I'm just terrified, I'm worried, and I'm nervous, I return to storytelling. I remind myself that, I was destined to tell stories. This is my passion, this is my purpose. I want to tell stories. I've always wanted to tell stories. In fact, I still do it now. Like, my cousins and I have this ritual, my mom's side, where we meet and we play this game called Werewolf. It seems to be like a tradition now. We just acknowledged it yesterday when we met again for like where we played it again for the third or fourth year in a row, where it's like a tradition where all of us cousins play it. And I realized that yesterday I had even more fun because I played even more with the stories. I added all kinds of cool ass elements and that sort of thing. So yeah, like I told you, right, sometimes these videos are like therapy. So I'm talking to you, right, and I'm like, that's what I mean, it makes sense to me now. Yes, it's so good. Very good to make sense. Indian going on. So anyways, yeah, I can't wait to meet you and find out, what do you want to be as a kid. And I hope that, whatever you're doing now, you're making your younger self proud. Because that younger self clearly knew better about what he was supposed to do in his life. Just like my younger self is constantly reminding me, now to go and sleep, but constantly reminding me to return to storytelling and to do all of the things I loved when we were growing up. Alright, sayang, I love you. I look forward to the day I finally meet you, and I hope you're doing well. Take care. Bye.